So I am Gemma Oaten. I'm an actress, a radio presenter, a CEO of a charity. If you don't know any of my acting, that's absolutely fine. I won't take offence. I played Rachel Brecken in Emmerdale for 6 years, and I beat up Sam Dingle. I had a little foray with Jay Sharma on the factory floor, as you do. I bent down a pulpit in Doctors. I got Tyrone punched in Coronation Street. I blackmailed Fletch in Holby City, and I still to this day don't know if my mum and dad are proud of me or not. But moving on today, I am so honoured to be your MC. Now, most important for you today is that our volunteers will be circulating a white paper. If you've not already seen it out in the foyer, please, please, please sign it to help us create meaningful change. And as you can see from the programme, it really is an exciting jam-packed day. So we ask politely if we can all try and keep to time so that everyone gets their moment to share, to shine and to make an impact. We have some phenomenal guest speakers, panels and breakout sessions, and we don't want anyone to miss out. Now, for the most vital point for you all, my accent. Yes, I am a Hull lass, and it's very convenient that I've got two Hull girls at the front, so you're going to be fine. But if anybody needs some translations, feel free to raise your hand, because I know that I do a lot of elongated vowels, no, 9 to 5s. They want the budget for subtitles, but just ask. Now, I want to start by sharing something deeply personal, a journey that has profoundly shaped my understanding of care, resilience, and a shared humanity, and why I am so honoured to be your host today. For 13 years of my life, I was caught in a broken system. Now, it wasn't in a care or a foster home, but I was still entangled in a system that failed to see me as a child, a human being. At the age of 10 to around 23, I was lost, battling an eating disorder, feeling invisible, dismissed and devalued. And like many others, I was treated as a commodity, moved from pillar to post, unit to unit, hospital to hospital, without the care and compassion that I desperately needed and deserved. It was a journey marked by misunderstanding, neglect, and the struggle just to survive. I vividly remember holding on to my shining stars throughout those years, though there were a few, just as Fatima did. And if you don't know what I mean by that, I urge you to go and buy her autobiography, Survivor, because it is a story that needs to be heard and taken to the heart. Equally, her children's book, Bright Shining Star, is an absolutely beautiful, beautiful account of what it's like to give hope to children in care. I recall once leaving an eating disorder unit, having been given no warning that they were kicking me out, with my belongings in a black bin bag. I was a child of just 13. I was also punished for being trouble and not conforming to my weight gain plan by way of being denied my nighttime phone call with my parents, who I loved more than anything in the world. I was only 11 years old. This was the age when I was admitted to a psychiatric unit and given 24 hours to live, because early intervention hadn't been prioritised. And apparently, I was going through a phase. And it only took 6 months to deteriorate so rapidly and finally be poorly enough to get the help that I desperately needed. And I say help. Everything I loved was taken away from me, but I found a way to survive. And honestly, many don't. Fatima Whitbread's story, her early hardships, her resilience, her relentless pursuit for change resonates so deeply with me. Like her, through my work, my own charity, Seed Eating Disorder Support Services, I believe that every child and young person deserves to be seen, valued and nurtured within a system that recognises inherent humanity. The care system we have today is broken, and it needs urgent fixing, and we owe it to our children to create environments where they can truly thrive and not just survive, because every child deserves hope, dignity and the opportunity to flourish. Today, I stand here not only to share my story, but to urge us all to act, to listen, to advocate, and to push for a system that puts children's well-being at its core. When we invest in them, we invest in a better future for us all. Thank you for being part of this movement, because together, believe it or not, we can make a difference, because no child should ever feel like they don't matter.